enthusiasm manate Elise Perry cone, or Smriti Mandana cone. Uski ko enka now kai mana samula jugudeng kalana. On the women's cricket player man pusas manti Mithali Raj sangon askin. Harmanpreet Kaur sangon askin. Tega hollapadi cone se cone ni kalana kodkina. Deepti cone man kalana. On Jemima Rodriguez manasana cone man kalana. Ata askina kalaris. That itself is a step up if you ask me. So it is definitely going in the right direction.
Askidanga namaskar. Avraam ami manata ella vedurvadini programugu tunga askiyanga avagiri chuku prevgon bowlerta mi tura Nirmala Ganesh.
Mi Kumaresh.
Mi Judun Goma Bedki, Tirukondan Goma Nadini, Somin Goma Bundi.
Mi Timan Bedka, Rupin Nate, Fulgundan Jamai.
Okay, Kai della weekend Kai Keras.
Mi Kai under Indomanam cricket Kalaya, Teladagu, Chennai 6,28,000 Padam Seya, Kana Padam Seya, Tela IPL match Brasilia Hodea, in case the Lamamu under the Jadarasi.
Kai Didinu Kaiki, a weekend on the cricket related marathon, Madri Avino. Timikele Hudrama Lavarasna.
May in the Mianga, Vedrudani Kararia Fauna, we know cricket related me, IPL Muna Seta, the Uchi Telepathy Pro Kalalna, Mugla Vigino Kaigai question Pusanjari Mini Kalalna Mentiku Syria.
Oh, main Davicino Kumarish Davia or a guest Lavino de tough question going to Pusanjarasi. Hoy then I begin Dr. Menina Trojal Sangiota.
Doctor, to IPL minisi, cricket minisi, me the podi pura cricket patigno less.
Of course. Hinda or a program avi Vatakaranjaria fauna con minisias manadi. Avigino, think a bachelor degree avigin Chennai Ketigino, MBBS can avigin Musati, BBS Musatigino, Masters avigino, Queen Mary University of London mavi, Sports and Exercise Medicine mavi, Masters degree Ketti. Atavigino, RCB women's team Mugavi, manager and team doctor, many of you on a dual role play kilesa. Intro Sanguradikamus Avigino at Ikilesataski, viewers of Egapata questions Avigin Mundumorai, Telemadre Angamli Juku questions at our Tengajal Savi Pussy, Iverkalagan. Namaskar Harini.
Our Dr. Harini. RCB women's team Avigino, Harmangeri, second year Musavi title win career. So to be part of that team, Gansadal, Tungamli, congratulations.
Thank you so much. More now, Dr. Harini Priyadarshini Muralidharan. Me Lagruan Goma Natni, Dodin Goma Bedgi, and Kondan Goma Bondi. So, dad, he's a cardiologist, Dr. T.R. Muralidharan Mani Chennai Mo. Amma R. Geeta Lakshmi. On the Bains, Ovia Nilamani, she is a lawyer. And my husband, he is a cricketer, KBR and Karthik Mani. So, and I have a very cute 3-year-old boy.
Okay, super. Atavigino, after your intro, anga first question mindum avare kayamada devigino. Our samugam avigino MBBS chodata doctor hotapra koni, it's not a great thing. Jukudana vi doctor kan sa jukudanu khalarasi. Atatela doctor musattigino next avi la sports medicine manata on the field avi choose kenna kerevigino tungo kona laesi tungo konti guide kereya telepathy sangu.
So basically MBBS Musatti ke askin mari si kai kerwai PG men yosna killa on that time. So as I said, my husband, he is a cricketer. So we were thinking Jugoya kai kerwai is actually more interest of emergency medicine kerna mana sir. So the casual ga on the conversation ghoma daddy singer husband singer hela ratla ka to different ka kati ka try karan hona kamati ghoma already dad cardiologist am raji ave gynecologist ba anesthetist. So there's a lot of doctors in the family manatla different ka kaiti try karwai na mani on a casual joke ka on the conversation hadate si sports medicine try kirsa manasa but avi mind he build isi the time avi my husband was training with Shankar Basu many untano he is currently RCB tega trainer mulla mavi Indian cricket team Indian men's team tega trainer ga unadu Virat Kohli tega personal trainer. So tenka jol phone keri pusas mari mo ideas se mi kai kerwai so tenu kai sangasi to ideas se manasle first ti kai ti field men kalila mari mo center se Chennai mo to avi onta so internship mari keri first onta hada keri dheres menti onta ವರ್ಷ keri te pasle to decide keri so join keri 1 month mus I knew okay this is what I want to do keri so I continued the internship simultaneous ka masters avi London apply keri se like so you guys know unlike India tumko you abroad mavi want to college courses are unique. So one course aski tham rana, it's not standardized. So aski courses se tamam one university ke gedigus felt like I will gain out of it. So ti one tham gedigo apply keresi, luckily I got it there.
ಸೂಪರ್. ಸೊ ತಿಮ್ಮಿ ಆತ ಅವಿಗಿನ RCB ಟೀಮ್ ಉಪ್ಸತ್ತ ಬಟ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ IPL ವಿಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಹರ್ಮಂಗೇರಿಗಿನ 2 years ಹೊರಿಯ. ವಾಟ್ ಇಫ್ ದೆರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ IPL ವಿಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ತಿಮ್ಮಿ ಕಾಯ್ಗೆ ರಾಣೋ ಅಂಡ್ RCB ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಕೆರತ ಮುಂದಲ ತಿಮ್ಮಿ ಕಾಯ್ಗಿಲ್ಲ ವಿದೆಯ?
So okay, me masters musadesa avi was just before start of COVID. So musetike ave pasla asking gomo hondasi, there was no sports. So if I'm being honest, I got pregnant. So before I joined RCB, I was a mom, just a mom. And mo beta 8 months or so hasla say I got the offer. Like aski tham apply kero nigel disme because 1 year hoye ter koti join keldo ai mana side yamo. I just sent out CVs everywhere. Temari hasla then 8 months or so hasla say I got a call from RCB for an interview. Seri jugutham apply keri koti jugutham abben. So I thought, okay, you're gonna interview attend kerani abboigi abonagi kalarni mana side yam apply kerasi abil discount. There pasla but then Goma askin were very supportive and Sasosran mala they were like you need to go. My parents were very very supportive. They were like, please, it's okay, 8 months hetino parlani amisa Goma ami askin sailo sunu pilawo tu ja men sangiti dhadya se. So men's team RCB mus more career actually ga start hoye the. So RCB men's team 2022 joined kerisni. There tam 2 years. Third year was start of WPL and rest is history.
Okay. Ada timi avikino ada previous question hake ella question hake avikino timi sangare sesme ella sports medicine avikino ella field ma avikino it's a like a men dominated fields. So telamam. So telamam avikino tumi avuna keri hudata vela tunga avika idi onda anga kona ella workout hoyi tella madri avikino onda feel hodeski ni illa madri pra konni ni one pana telamam javais, it's not a male dominated field many aviginu tumi howdariya telavanda question. Next avi tumi sangyasi India medical medicine choduna manadi one standardized courses rahayi abroad manadevi anga juko options rahayi mini. So at India mele sports medicine manada course aviginu available kan segi tella field kona sata.
Okay, so first question first. So definite ka te inhibition hondes because end of the day sports hoye tika almost aski field attas ravavaga women look welcome kerra si tamam sports is very much dominant. Women's sports no support staff juku siasmenti men garhan. So the inhibition rav honde si but if you see my social media, if you see me as a person, I'm a very open vocal feminist. So moga avi I just strongly believe that the konti ontano avi ni bailani kerok hona men sangasmenti me oppulna. That is who I am as a character. Ti sangityas na manata gunchi ti kaiti kerida kadno meni tetonda challenge ga hedi kerostana. So ti angle umri me, that's how I approached it. So gomma mule jigutanu sangasi mari to abroad umji keti gisi to amari daddy riskin te abroad keti gisna te to job onta khali te to settle ho ja kaga India ma vi kashtam porno mani me avin hi mo parlan me India firi audus metam hata idiam kai avin chodo sako. So me India firi audu so me teta ma vi kaya bosko sailen kam sailen te abule I kai dikhe on the conversation itself where to me mokeni my husband we had where to kalai na yatam avas mente tamam juku challenges so headetter to out of samari team kam abboiya bunagi kalana and abroad master's degree ko bimusi you don't expect that it will be recognized in India because me kerata avi MSc sports medicine. So kai manasi India mo it's MD sports medicine manase India am sesse but India am geddigus tata MD. So me abroad code just memtino it is an MSc only. PG diploma ni mente tesumar higher is MSc only. So the MSc manata tagline even though content of the course ontagar hesimala the MSc manasa tagline avi NMC na Amra National Medical Council doesn't recognize. So but then sports federations ko that's not a problem at the BCCM kaam karna manasi or any sports federations it's not a problem. Hospitals kaam karna manasa that is a restriction. Hospitals I'm still a MBBS doctor manata mamusan. So that pura theli to head as to team abboigi abunagi kalana काय होय म्हटलं हॉस्पिटल में तो हल काम कराना तो आवीस तरनेगी मनस conversation aski honde si. So then I remember telling him mokalai mi aves menti etavi onta concrete wall break keroko try kerosa mari nista onta spoon thevi onta concrete wall break keroko try kerosa mari onta egesi, but I have that dream. And me ti try no kernaka sottigi smenati, I will not forgive myself. And luckily God has placed me in a position where I can take that chance. Huma say loko husband say daddy say manatate onta position am say tati lakku lengali I was able to try. Because end of the day, I kon onta kerna menti family support hina kerana. That the support honde langali, I was able to take that chance. He menti najanga kerna menti mokalar. That is one. And that the course the difference yes mentologa. Actually, I'm kasiyati it is better that India mota standardized same manas. Kamenti we know throughout the country code GS menti no it is the same and we'll have one uniformity. Abroad it is both an advantage and a disadvantage. Kamte advantage konak manasla when you know exactly tonko yette paye eto nokko manasa correct ga kalayes menti very good, you can pick and choose your modules, you can specialize in a very niche area, take that up and do this. And me at the generalist on the masters kerno mokone kerno man clarin manasla it is a bit of a challenge. Kamte ami choose kerno manasla amka paisa ta boy abuna kadasi ami head te correct gi tapui kalana there's a lot of optional modules. It's got its own advantages and disadvantages.
Chokad explain garasi tella first thing mo jukko pay tumi tella adadu women in sports, women in any field they don't get opportunities tella time timi on the strong and with your family support tumi holla uriya tella chokad aikata chokad lagarasi. Related question, tumi sports sete tumi kaidi khalani game im kaidi khalani.
This is a common joke also. I have been a support staff all my life men sangalwai. Konak mensi my sister was a national chess player and more friends in Jiguteno avi basketball players. And my husband is a cricket player. So yen kaskinaku see throughout my life support keri or seasoned support staff men sangalwai tavara I have never played any sport myself. I did try, deny kerna I did try, but then mogavi jukku rules di yet katam vistar 20 men sangeti mosarka pota. I'm a little bit of a rebellious soul. So the healthy mogavi sports did not work out because it's very much disciplined, very specific. So I used to go, I did try to do badminton, I tried to do some swimming, but then everything leisure ga ketigi sotis tege hollati otta continue keri pursue keri I don't know, I never got that interest.
Adu mena savigino India melli seta MD in sports medicine germintino. So tella madri avigina at general kan jukutonu tella khallariya mikoni sarani ada even though jukutonu avi cardio manaria vena neuro tella ella nin gastro tella mai khalligino ikkadanu khalli choda kamli konniyana avigino taskenu tella khallari hagde anga opportunity hana angalla field mami kai kar tasken tella mai pra konini ikkadanu pana avigin khalli chodariya dikudanu avi doctor kanri aski saru kelle sata. So atela sports medicine manatana avigino over the time ata tumi tura interview sidi onda char pillala avigino onda inspire hoigino o chokod sana amela khallengan kerigin haudas manadi India am tenga kai mari opportunities other than la madri sports related ninata tenga kolla madri opportunities avisa.
Okay, so firstly avi India like I said MD sports medicine says that is you can do straight after MBBS madin kai onta specialization kettiki super specialty ga kerno menhi, which is an advantage. The Musada Pasla biggest advantage is hospitals itself have departments. Sports medicine konak mensi on orthopedics tega allied department ka hoy. So it is a department that bridges between orthopedics and physiotherapy. So tega on allied department ka hoy. Sports medicine department Jugu hospitals so if you take Ramchandra, Savita, Manipal, more Kalayas a few I'm just saying. But it's an up and coming field and throughout the country there are a lot of hospitals that have the department itself. The second thing is cricket is one sport. Moga I was fortunate enough to get into cricket. Moga in the pusas menti komam jano manase interest 7% me football sangu. Kamati as a sports physician maximum injuries football and rugby musese. So that the teams askinu sir. And there's a lot of other small tournaments. Basically for everything they need a sports medicine doctor. Kamati hinda day and age people are understanding more and more that recent news anti-doping violations jukuya chaloris. Okay, so injuries avi काय हो रही कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस अधिक पड़ोस इंजुरीज नु मोस पड़ले जस so the pura avi on field pitch side avi everything cannot be handled by a physio man so it becomes a teamwork me physio kunna kerata ami addik manasa junna this is one thing again jugutano kai where they back out kanti molte jugutane message keron mri sports medicine kerwai men se kona kerwai the field kona gum so me think that the first disclaimer is this to me sports medicine bistar audias men me doctor o me on the higher hierarchy says manata mindset sottuvo बिस्तर आइडियास मनती we are a team on the medical team मनसी तमाम on the sports medicine doctor रानो on the physiotherapist रानो on the athletic therapist रानो massage therapist रानो nutritionist psychologist askin chereses on the sports medicine team so yet am hierarchy मनसे जुना यानुम हट्टो यानुम हन्ना मनसे जुना sometimes like in fact many of the times आमी अभी on the physiotherapist संगो सवाता आइगिली आमी केरो समर रही कामेंती end of the day players अभी जुक्कू तेंको depend करो आमजोल अभी इंजुरी मोस्ट होस्लास आमजोल अवन minor injuries puro tenkajolas first jan and over the time avis physiotherapist has been the sports medicine team of only now the last few years only sports medicine doctors manatonta concept avere selangali players ukno angu doctor jol javai manas idea nahi first physio jolo jan so the ego pura sottigi kaam karosag ready gar heti mattumu sports medicine head no manas which will be my first advice that I give to anyone who's messaged me जुगो तेनो काय करो ना ती थामोसी तेनो ओ हमको ऐसा का पढ़ना मैं तेगी चलो so ती mindset ready केली करनो you should be ready to work as a team and it is actually a very beautiful experience being a sports physician I think better than any other mainstream medical field mogo personally because I'm seeing in my family and all I feel sports medicine has its uniqueness
आता तुम्ही IPL लगे नीना तोल सीजन नीना तोल काय करनो अंगुंडा विना आता तुम्ही दिल्ली कैपिटल्स men's team captains the guy Rishabh Pant recently was in an accident tega we severe injury hodaya but he came back remarkably tella we know anga baradri sari danga we know etena jukku effort tagin barad audia super gano mani but tella mama tatura madri doctors role kai like me doctors team avi heavily involved gi nina je tella madri tenu one tenga one doctors holigin karan
See, apart from the year, I have my own rehab center in Chennai, Performance Doctor Many, Velachery Chennai says. So that's where I function. I also work with other teams. So New Zealand team, Avi India tour Kerosla, I support them as a doctor. I don't go there, but when they tour India, I support them as a doctor. One season TNPL carries me, and then I did not continue that because TNPL in reality you don't have that much of a requirement for a doctor. So that is what I do. And at the injury, not just Rishabh Pant, there's so many players who's got a lot of severe injuries and they've come back. So let's not go into names. Let me talk about the procedure itself, how it works. So at the injury holds a bad injury and say the person requires surgery or rehab. That the chronic injury they actually put in a lot of work. It's not a simple process for them to come out. It depends on severity of the injury, say whether they will be done in a few weeks ki few months ki or even 1 year hoegi manase injury tega severity post operative ga the body ki se react karo se tamam ki se so like you said tenka own doctor so at the end of the day that is also another doctor and they will have their team or they will have at the connect menti NCS so for senior players Indian team players or for for any senior player that the Indian team has an eye on we have the National Cricket Academy. Tenka doctors, Tenka physios will take care of them, their rehab. Then some players opt to do their own. They have their own people who they prefer. But it is a strenuous process. So at the Konak Mensi, on a relatable example, even if you do a heart surgery, for example, a person gets a heart surgery done. Surgery musaterusi on the physiotherapist assign keron hospital mus. Basic movements, they've been in bed rest for a while. Kuti chalana. Chalate think of the pain away, limbs ki weakness, right? Breathing usi difficulty hoi. So they will assign a physiotherapist to help train you to do it all again, help bring it back into action and all that. So Temar Hasla, when we are looking at a player who's had a severe injury, definitely that I'm sports physio, sports nutritionist, psychologist, doctor, Askina comes. It is a multidisciplinary teamwork. So come they think mental state ki sarhai man klana. They need to prepare for another championship tournament again. तेग मेंटल स्टेट प्रिपेयर के नोट इंजुरी भी भराड़ा वसावी आमकोसी उन हन्ना गायम पड़े में फिर हुटी हिबार ना पाए दुकारसना मनसला तिक्का उन डिजेक्ट होई उन नेगेटिव इमोशंस होई ते पूरा हैंडल करनो साइमल्टेनियसली कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्ड करनो साइमल्टेनियसली तेंका भी स्पोर्ट्स स्पेसिफिक का तेंका ट्रेन करनो तेंका रिहैबिलिटेशन नो करनो ती मोस्ट पोडना से को बेटर हो तुम्हारी वी नीड टू मेक श्योर so it is a difficult process from everyone's side asking cherry काम करो सलास that result actually comes. So when a player performs post a massive injury, I will give that credit majority to the player, but also to every single member of the sports medicine team that worked with them.
කොල්ල ෆිල්ඩ් හොයකම්ලි තල ෆිල්ඩ් රිලේටඩ් ගේ විගින අංග වියරන් තියරවිර් හතබු රයිතල විගින් බිසිලි කාම් කරතංගමලි තෙල්ල රිලේටඩ් ඕවර් ද ටයිම් තන තෙල්ල විගින් ෆේස් කෙරි තින්නා අද තිමි සංග මාදිරි විගින අත ಅಮೆರಿಕನ್ ಫುಟ್ಬಾಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಯಾಸ್ಮನದಿ ಖಳತ ವೇಳೆ ವಿಗಿನ್ ತಪಾಡು ಜಿಲೆರ್ ಹರಾಸಿ ಬಟ್ ಓವರ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಖಲೀಮ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಬೊಡ 10 years 20 years ಅಡ್ತವಿ ತಂಗ ಕನ್ಕಷನ್ ಅವರಸಿ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಖಳತ ಹಲ್ತಿಯವೆ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಡ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿ ಮಿನಿಗಿನ್ ದೆಕ್ಕಿದೇರಿ ಜುಕ್ಕು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪರ ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಆತ ಅವರ ಗಾಮುಗ ವಿಗಿನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ತಿಮಿ ಅತ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸತ ಹಲ್ತಿ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಮೆಲ್ಲಿ ಅವಿ ತಂಗ ವಿಗಿನು ಓವರ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಅತ ತೆಬಲ್ ತೆಬಲ್ ಹೋರಿ ಇಂಜುರೀಸ್ ತೆಬಲ್ ತೆಬಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ ಕಲ್ಡರಿ ಔಡರಿಯ ಸೊ அடுத்து ಕೈದಿ ಒಂಡ ತೆಂಗ ಸೈಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅವಿ ಹೋರಸಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಪತ್ತನ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪರ ಕೈತಿ ಅವಿ ಜಾರಸಿ ಅಜಿಲೆಸೆ ಆತ
So research is always ongoing. From what I have seen is there is always risk of side effects. ಕಾಮೆಂತಿ ಏನು ಆತ ಮೀ ತೆವಲ ಸಂಗೆ ಮರಿ ಮುಲ್ಲಾಮಾವಿ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಕ್ಕಜುನ್ನ ಮುಲ್ಲಾಮಾವಿ ಸೊ ತುಮಿ ಅವಿ ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕೆನಿ ಲೂಸಿಂಗ್ ಹದಿಮ್ ಸಿಯಾಸ್ mente it will be a massive difference. ಹಿಂದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅವಿ ಕೋಣ mente ಒಂದು athletics head or cricket head or football ಕೋಣ ದೇತ್ನೋ it is the 0.1% of difference in performance that determines a win or lose. The 0.1% alawku tumi difference there as mente kikkadom ti body hola ami ti strain tavaras menas. So it's not a simple thing. So thicker strain also something I have personally seen players with yerkne angum unta 4-5 injury rahi aski code pain rahi but nahi mijip kholno me hinda perform karno mentiki they will push through that and they will still play. We do a lot of pain management in season than rehabilitation. The on term nimushukte the pain gedi manage keri kisadi tenga kholatugno. We have seen players who are ready to overdose on medication, risk not being able to take medication for the next 2 days. Like literally I'm explain karan me ka hogo tumka hinda 10 mente adutonta di dinok tumka kai symptom avetne morhal hogo devana kamanti liver damage ho jaye kidney damage ho jaye te avi flush out karna me so tete parlangya ni hinda kolno tete mindset mo they all play. So what we see a lot cricket portavarium sias manati concussion risk cricketum no setes concussion risk cricketum no sete but not the way you see in rugby or football or American football. So temam se salau kun hi manati no cricketum no tete se the most common thing that we will see is lumbar spine damage and arthritis. So in joint injuries as kya like even though we treat them at that point of time there is proven research that tells us that over period of time the rehabilitate career joint no if they stop if they detrain it can develop arthritis later. So that is a very common symptom. So early arthritis athletes chukku avoi
cricketers generally IPL and outside mli they tenga earnings iski se jukkur high lakhs crores tala madri seta. So general ga naveen kaimanan manadi kaas avta viginu over menganak distant karatanandanu menigino but cricketers sum kona se tala madri like timi kaidi attitudes angi or they just maintain the same attitude throughout their career.
Etta we need to look at it in different perspectives. Kamanti one angulum sasla that attitude many lagai kamanti brad men gano atonta fans avara si tenke jol onta photo helno se autograph khalno men avasla tenon hi mentiki jara si ni senga seta security men gan hi ne disturb kerungo ni men sangara si menatla brad se men gano tetavi attitude gani lagai. But then reality kamanti what we know is cricket is a religion in India. The kind of fandom that you see with cricketers in India where konni country me tikalaw kujuna. So temar hasavel kai hoy mente ten code jesno men gana asking at amko se ami code jesno konti odna amra paskadu avila se కొంది ఉన్నాం కొన్ని వాళ్ళ మోంట ఆటోగ్రాఫ్ దేమోంట ఫోటో దేమోంట జెర్సీ దేమోంట ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ದೇಮನ್ ಮೈಲೇಕಾನ್ ಸೇಮನಸ್ಲ ಓರಳೋಕು ದೇಮೋ ಸೇ ಒಂದ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಹೊಲ್ಲ ಮೋ ರವ್ವಗಡಿ ತನಿಗ ಸೊಡೋ ಮೋರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ ರವ್ವಗಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಸೊಡೋ ಯುನೋ ನೀ ಅದ ಮೋ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋನ್ ಸಂಗ ಭರಾಡ ಅವರಿಸೆ ಮೋ ರವಡಿ ಸೊಡೋ ಮನತ ಲವಯಿ ಯುನೋ ते अभी आम्ही ऍटिट्यूड का खलवाई ही पुंजुलवाई तेरनो उंटे मेन कुसी कायती तेनो उंटे हट प्लेयर गर हेसनो तेरनो उंटे मेनी कुसी मन से पर्सपेक्टिव हम सार निकल दिया समझे ते एटीट्यूड गानो लगना so it's not about the money it's more about that the human feeling that's it
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮಿ ಅವಿ ಜುಗುದಣ ಅವಿಗಿನೋ ಸಂಗದಿಯಸಿ ಹಂಗ ಅವಿಗಿನೋ ಅಮ್ಮಗಂಬಳಿ ಅವಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾದರಿ ಅವಿಗಿನೋ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ದವ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ದವ ಕೆರು ಅಮ್ಮನೆ ಅಸ್ಕೆ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರಿಟಿ ಸಂಗದಿಯಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಂಗ ತೆಂಗ ಸಾತವೇಳ ಅವರಿಯ ಉಂಡತೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸೈಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಂಗತೆಲ್ಲ ದುಸರಪ್ರ ಅಸ್ಕೆ ಹೌಡನ್ ಜಡೈ ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ तुम्ही अवी आता अवी उंडे डॉक्टर मिनी खल्यास मध्ये ते रेगुलर डॉक्टर आस्की डॉक्टर सी असता तेंगा पेशंट तेंगा जल आवनो तेंगा काय होरिये किसो होरिये के सीकिन तेंगा ट्रीटमेंट केती जडन तेगा अडुत्तु तेला पेशंट लैफ अवी काय चलरिया तेनु तेंगा लैफ पर्सनल लैफ पतनो अंग कोन्नी कलाना तेंगा एगे पति कोन्नी कलाना मी कोन्नी एगे केलना डॉक्टर नु होये देवी तुम्ही आता उंडे टीम डॉक्टर गन रहतवलो उंडे टीम अवी परफॉर्म कर रिया बिन करतल तेंगा मेंटालिटी उंडा मार हाई लूज करतल उंडा मार हाई तेला अवी तुम्ही इक्का अवी पर्सनल गन अवीगिनो खल्लन तेला तेंगा विन लॉस ऑफ द टीम अवीगिन तुंगो इक्का अलवे अफेक्ट करे
so the team singer hasla you are a part of that team so the team tega win loss everything is your personal win or loss so definitely that thing affects you definitely tega on impact high that then he men sangono musna mi juguala vi onto matches ki close ka ji totosla mi rodris dugout mi bili mi rodris okay so he many am sangon musna but at the end of the day as a support staff as a member of any team support staff kar hando medical team kar hando coaches kon gar hai simula we have that responsibility to maintain the team morale that is it so ami on the theme hada to ottuga travel kar rasi onti hotelum se manasla oralav kam kaskina ge routine kalajai onta 70 80 onti hotelum theme mada se manasati onta family onta ಕೂಟು ಕುಟುಂಬ mari lagai onta point holla so duduri sasla gala okay inde enker avar dallaga lagorsi enker chokon hi so ami what we tend to do as at least amra mamma we keep the dialogue positive ಕೊಬ್ಬಿ ಮೂಸಿ ಅಮ್ಕೋ ಒಂಟ ಮಾರಿ ಡಿಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಲ್ ಲಗೇಸ್ ಮನ್ ತಿಮುಲ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ವೆದುರ್ ತಮಾರ್ ದಕಲ್ನ ಕಾಯ್ ಹೋಯ್ಸಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಒಂಟೆಂಕ ಬಿಸ್ತರ್ ಮುಲ್ಲ ತಿಕ್ಕದೋಂ ತೆತ ದಕಲ್ನ तो जुक्को और मार लाओ उसके घोमो फोन करी तो आते गेल घोमो के फैमिली जो फोन करी ही मोर मार लाओ और सी ते को तो आते गेल बट within that environment ಒಂಟತನ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಹೋಯಸ್ ಮನತಿ ಅಸ್ಕಿನ್ te asoti onta spread mari hoy tikona kotavi ontana sodasi askin sodango te mari onta negative emotion ti onta vibration ontagala tavidis menti ti aso spread hoy tete stop kerana it's not a controlled thing so the conscious count effort hedi vata kerosla mulla te kai se te game jedisi game menti jai next game seilani manasati onta attitude askin jol avetis ti onta team tega morale hibboy this applies for the captain of the team ri kadasiga te bag to cause help kartadalla lengo they need to maintain that ಒಂಟ ಟೀಮ್ ಗ ಒಂಟ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಗರ್ ಹೇತೀಸ್ ಚಲೈ ಹೀಮೆಂತಿ ಕಷ್ಟ
ஓகே அதில் அதாவது நெகட்டிவிட்டி அவரிய மாதிரி ஹேஸ் பண்ணது தெரியல டீமும் டிஸ்கஸ் கண்ணாங்க நூற்ற ஃபேமிலி ஜெல் டிஸ்கஸ் கல்லுவோம் மேடம் மாதிரி ஒண்ட கேசம் கேசி அதை பீங் ಅರುಣ್ ಕಾರ್ತಿಕ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಯರ್ ತಿಮಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾದರಿ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಗನ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕೆಲ್ಲನ್ಯ ಲೈಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಒಂಡ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮುಜ್ಜ ಮನದಿ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಬತ್ತಿ ವತಗರನ್ಯ ಆರ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಸಿಲೇಸ ಮನ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಬತ್ತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಕರನ್ಯ
so one practice avi amko between the two of us jugu or series avi ami after the game pate vata karna that avi since he's also a player we've had that practice a lot unless he wants to talk about it I'll never talk so the associate to maintain carry vadige hoyalangali most likely we don't talk about that I use that conversation to lift my spirits up me I'll have hear me phone kerores mane sisi beta gunchi ga amma bagunchi you know just talk about all of that and keep your spirits up tare musse lagu game pati tikega vatta karna
तुम्ही मुल्लस मिंतिया ಇಲ್ಲ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅವಿ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಡಾಮಿನೇಟೆಡ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಸಿ ಮಿನಿ ಮಿಂತಿಯಾ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಅವಿಗಿನು ಸಾತೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನ ದೇವಿ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅವಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅವಿಗಿನ ರಿಲಿಜನ್ ಮಿನಿಮಲೆ ಅವಿ ತುಮಿ ಮನೆಯ ಹೊಯಕಾಮಲಿ ಅವಿಗಿನು ವುಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅವಿ ಅಂಗು ಅವಿಗಿನು ತೆಲ್ಲಲವು ಅವಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹೊಯಿರನಿ ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಕೆಟ್ ಅಲವು ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅವಿಗಿನು ಕೋಣಸ ವಿಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟಸ್ ಅವಿ ಕೋಣಸ yana avikin munlo samara paruwani chokoda ule sata angodima avikin equal kan audai men tamare ami dhiryenga navi sangulu ayya.
Definitely. I think the first step for that is BCCI and ECB mokale lego. I'm not sure if there are other federations also, but avi pay parity announced yes already. So the men cricketers and women cricketers are getting paid the same. I think that itself is a platform to acknowledge women's cricket. That is one. Angunta avi the 100 the tournament itself, where women's cricket and men's cricket avi simultaneous ka OT platform with heavy kholorasi manasasi. It's again, so see, like you said, men's cricket is the more popular thing so far. Men's sport in general. That the reason ka manati, historically men's sport has started earlier. Simple as that. On Jugu generations lengo, women avi on to cycle dodo sagmula in a lot of environments it wasn't allowed. And women avi tanikaji on angdi tanika jasamula juko communities it was not allowed. So tamamri women bharad avi kholot ko niglo ka avi, that was way later than men's sports had established itself. So tisar hasla, it'll of course take some more time for it to receive that kind of attention, and moga pusate already the attention oralav kavon nigin this. So again, from a cricket parlance, WBBL sir, 100 sir, WPL sir. So all of that, from where I am seeing, it is receiving that same kind of attention, and it's almost there to receiving that the fandom and everything. Kamte anta dithin orsu mulla lengus yasmante Ellis Perry Cone, or Smriti Mandana Cone. Iski ko inka now ka ay mana samula jugutan kalana. On the women's cricket player man pusasmati Mithali Raj sangon askin. Harmanpreet Kaur sangon askin. Tega hollapadi Cone se Cone ni kalana kodkina. Deepti Cone man kalana. On Jemima Rodriguez manasana Cone man kalana. Ata askina kalaris. That itself is a step up if you ask me. So it is definitely going in the right direction.
ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಮನಿ ಅಸ್ಕಿದೇಡ್ ಬತ್ತಗರಾರಿಯ ಸಮೂಹ ನೀತಿ ಮಿನಿಗೆ ಅಸ್ಕಿದೇಡ್ ಬತ್ತಗರಾರಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಪೇ ವಿಗಿನೂ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಗುಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ದಟ್. ಸೊ ಅಂಗುಂಡೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ತುಮ್ಮಿ ಅವಿಗಿನೂ ಟೀಮ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಟೀಮ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಗನ್ಲಿ ಸತ ಒಂದ ಟೀಮ್ ಜನರಲ್గా ನಾವಿಗಿನೂ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಒಂದ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಕರತ ವಿಗಿನೂ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಬಟ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಕೆರತ ಮೆಣತವಳ ವಿಗಿನೂ ತೆಲಗ ತನಿ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಬಜ ಕಾಮನ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೀಲಿಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಸೆವರಲ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ಸ್ ತೆಲ್ಲ ವಿಗಿನೂ ಉವ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಗನ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಮಿಲಿ ಸೊ ತೆಲ್ಲದ ಮಿ ಕೋಣ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಕರಾರಾಸ್ ತೆಲ್ಲದಿ ಕೋಣ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರಾರಾಸ್.
So, correction there, I'm not just the manager for the medical team, I'm the team's manager, the entire team manager. So I handle logistics, I handle finance, I handle administration, everything. So of course yes. So of course these they have its own challenges. Luckily, like I said, sport to more majority come physiosukus. Doctors agavi injury jukku most hoytige because doctors thenka role is like significant. So especially cricket to more, the chance of a very severe injury is not that common. Like again, like I said, football, rugby, and contact sports, MMA. Contact sports is where you get severe injuries often. Cricket tikkadum you don't get. So majority of our work is similar to a GP's work. You have injury management, you have a little bit of anti-doping work, but that all is like, so it requires about 1 to 2 hours of my attention per day. So me as a person, morhalavi go bisana. Mogavi on the tour of JD, just relax and sit and samla kalyav men sangeti motat serko porna. I need to have work, So from that perspective is where at the konak start hoyes menti 2022 mo amra team manager tenkavi, he was a good friend. Tenkavi ko me avi ten jugu kam kella rano turturu ke dhamile rano. So I felt like, let me just ask him if I can help him with something. So I used to be like, kaunati help karo agi sango kaiti on hanana kam resmenti sango ni keruso manas mare sangi free time hasla mi help keruso mandwa kami bio bubble vare konnin koti bharad mule jan musna potlomo bisiriasi 24 hours kai keron musoran masla. It was like that, and he started giving me hanana kam whatever is allowed kam the etam again data privacy jukku sat aski information askina jol देखो होना share करो होना. So it is very restricted. So whatever was okay to share, temari काम उनसकी मो रवरवा देन so I used to help him तेवला तन गो jolly के संगास मगो तो चोकरगा के रसना तो admin work तो चोकरगा और से you will make a good manager many casual on conversation वाला संगास then WPL team announce करे सला मो phone करे हमारी पुसास तेनोस हमारी WPL team खड़ रहा समी so तू manager host की मैं अभी मुल्ला ये हमारी काम केरी वाड़ी के जुम्मा I don't have an MBA, I don't have any management background at all. So, तुमको अभी मिसूट हो मैं लगी सुनती, I'll definitely take it up. मैं सांगी सोड़ा सा, then he said, no, I'm recommending your name to the management, and I think you'll do a good job. मैं तिके तेनुस मुगरूम केरी सिकड़ी दी, अस्की केरा सा. And it is very hectic. ही नहीं संगोना. So throughout the season, that whole 45 days of season WPL mo, I will sleep about 2 to 3 hours per day. That's how it will be. There will be that much work. Paperwork, sir. Handle medical sir. Everything. So right from on the ground booking, on the food arrangement, players with prices, saman on khada, sir. Everything we handle. All coordinations, everything we handle, A to Z. Payments, everything. So, it is a lot of work. It's not simple, but I like to proudly say that I love it. I like that adrenaline, I like that intensity, I like doing all of that, and that is the reason why I will continue doing it. In fact, in the module avi tumko doctor has better gi, manager has better gi, I'll say team managers definitely better.
तुम्ही म्हणासी फर्स्ट स्पोर्ट्स मेडिसिन भितर व्यास म्हणा विगिन मी डॉक्टर मी उंच तू खल्ला तेल्ले एल्ले मी त्याला माहिती म्हणा असके ना विगिन ओंडे टीम कण when you say team it's literally a team many म्हणरी विगिन तुम्ही आता सांग्या एक्सप्लेनेशन म्हणरी विगिन चोकोडी वर पडरसी आता ಅವರ गाम मेन गाने सियास म्हणा विगिन स्पोर्ट्स म्हणा विगिन दी फीलूर हाई ओंडा विगिन ಅವರ टीम जी ಫೈನಲ್ಸ್ ಜೇಡಿಯ ಒಂಡ ಮೊಟ್ಟ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮನದ ವಿಗಿನು తెల్ల ఉండ వెరితనంగా విసాన్ రెండవది మూవీస్ పడం స్పోర్ట్స్ రిలేటెడ్ మూవీస్ ప్రసాతవల తెంగ విగిన ఉండ ఎగేయవి తెల్ల ఉండ అడ్రినల్ పంప్ అవి చోచల ఎగేకనం ఎస్పెషల్లీ విగిను ವುಮನ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಅದ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ತೆಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾರಿ ಪಡಂ ಪ್ರಸ್ಯಾಸಂ ನದಿ ತಲ ಕೋಚು ತಲ ಏಕೆರಿಗಿನ ವಿಗಿನು ಟೀಮ್ ಸಂಗಾಡಿ ಜಿ ಬಿನ್ ಕೆರಡರಿಯ ಏಕೆರರಿಯಂ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾತವೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಡ ತೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂಡ ಚೊಕ್ಕಡ್ಲಗೈ ಸೊ ಅದ ತಿಮಿ ಸಂಗರಿಯ ಸೇದವಿ ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ ಕೋಚ್ ಒಂಡೆ ಟೀಮ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ್ ಸೊಮ್ಮಳ ಜನ ಮನದ ಅವಿಗಿನು ಇಕ್ಕದನು ಅವಿ ಚೆರಿ ಕಾಮ್ ಕೆನ್ನ ಪಡರಸ್ ಮಿನಿ ಅವಿ ಐಕತಗ ಅವಿಗಿನು ಒಂಡ ಚೊಕ್ಕಡಂಗ ಒಂಡ ನಾಲೆಜಬಲ್ ಗಣ ಹೊದಸ್ತಲ್ಲ ತಿಮಿ ಸಂಗೆ ಇವರುನ್ ಪುರ ಸೊ ತುಮಿ ಅವಿಗಿನ್ ವಿ ಹೋಪ್ ತುಂಗ ಅವಿಗಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ದಿಯೆ ಅವಿಗಿನ್ ಪೈರಾಯ್ಕಿದೆ ಹುಡರಿಯ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ತುರ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅವಿಗಿನ್ ಸೌರಾಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮವಿಯ ಮಿತಿಮಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ದೇರಾನ್ ಮೆನಿಮಲೆ ಹುಡರಿಯ ತುರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಣಲೆ ಎಸೆಡವಿ ವತ್ತಕಲೆಯ
honestly Sagramati, I didn't know what to expect. In fact, Miyavi Tunjol Vatakere Paslas, I went back to see your previous interviews. I'm very sorry to handle with them follow Kiran. So and I was like, okay, konak mari questions are like because interviews mula me tikadiran. So I think before we spoke, I had told you mari kononta interview race me our PR team needs to clear it. So Telangal Tikkagam interviews no then musna. So I've given very few. So from that perspective, I definitely enjoyed the process and you've made me feel at home. You got awkwardness ninaka on goma men ganjal vatakera smari on comfortable feeling. So thank you very much for that.
Dosangadi vatakere jukku santoshkan lagarasi. Tunga tura team begina angun jukku championship titles win kenna menigino Avraam mami sarbu mami tunga wish karariya.
Thank you so much.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಸಾರಿ ಅವರ ವ್ಯೂವರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಿಗಿನೂ ಒಂಡ ಚೊಕೊಂಡ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಬಿರೈ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ಮನ ಕಾಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅವಿಗಿನೂ ಕೊಳ್ಳ ಮದ್ರೆವಿ ಒಂಡ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರ ಕೋಣಸ್ ಆಗಿದೇವಿ ತುಂಗ ಜುಗು ತಂಗ ಕಳೈರೈತೆ ಅವಿಗಿನೂ ತುಂಗ ಸೀತೆ ಒಂಡ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಜುಗು ಪಿಲ್ಲನ ಅವಿಗಿನೂ ಫೀಲ್ ಕೆರ್ರಾನು ತೋ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಕೆರಿ ಎಲಕವಿ ವತ್ತ ಕೆರ್ತಾಗ ಜುಗು ಧನ್ಯ
ಜುಗು ಧನ್ಯ
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು